So this is what locals in Tenerife are saying about us. They're saying that we drink too much cheap beer, or just drink cheap beer per se, that we lie in the sun for too long and we eat rubbish food when we get there.
Yes.
They've covered parts of the island with graffiti telling Brits to leave, they're not welcome, and they're even staging a protest on the roads today.
This is how strongly they feel about it. Well, the average Brit spends over £1,000 during a stay on the island. Should we just spend our hard-earned cash elsewhere? Travel journalist Stephanie Tetchy thinks no, we need to be more respectful of local customs, while actress Debbie Arnold says if they don't want our custom, we should go elsewhere. Morning to you
Morning, both.
Morning.
Debbie,
Morning.
let's start off with you then, Debbie. So you think, in that case, vote with our feet if they don't like it?
Well, because, I mean, what's the point of offering free beer and cheaper food if they don't want to sell it? Because I don't understand. It's a bit like going into Ann Summers and asking for a loaf of bread.
Or even sliced.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, Tenerife has always been known as a place that you go to where the things are cheap, and people have been going there for years and years. Why suddenly have they decided they don't like us?
I completely agree with you. It's like people in Blackpool criticising people for wearing kiss-me-quick hats. That's what you wear when you go to Blackpool, you know what I mean? But I agree with you. If they don't want us to drink cheap beer, then don't put the price up, then.
Don't sell it.
Yeah,
I mean, you
don't
know,
sell
all
it.
of the places like in Dubai and places like that are really, really expensive. So people don't go there. So if they want us to leave, just put the prices up and we'll go really fast.
Right, Stephanie, let's come to you in that case.
Enough is enough, Charlotte. You know, I think when people think of the Brits abroad concept, people find it quite funny. But for locals in Tenerife, they have to deal with excessive drunken behaviour, loud and unruly behaviour, and a lack of respect for local customs and respect. That is the main thing. I think it's embarrassing for us as a nation that the fact you don't hear about Americans abroad, French abroad, it's always Brits abroad. People should be aiming to be a high-quality traveller. If you're someone who's been disruptive in another country, leave the fish and chips alone. Why do you have to eat fish and chips when you're abroad? Enjoy some Spanish food. It's all about respecting the locals.
Debbie, OK,
Yes,
respecting
but
the
they have
locals.
fish and chip restaurants. Why do they have fish and chip
because
restaurants?
they're trying to cater to us because they think that's what British people
but that's
like.
the whole point.
But we shouldn't
The
be
cheap
served.
beer.
We shouldn't be served Britain while we're in a different country. They shouldn't be just making a market for us.
I agree with you in that respect, but the fact is that they've done this, not us. We're not the Tenerife. We are not the people that work in Tenerife. We're not the people that live in Tenerife. So they've thought we want to get all the people that we can from the UK to come here. So what do? We give them fish and chips and cheap beer, so they come there.
The last time I was in the Canaries, it was last year actually, it wasn't Tenerife, it was Gran Canaria. And as we were driving from the airport to our place, I saw a couple of signs saying pizza with chips on top.
Yeah, because they know that's going to catch the Brits'
exactly,
attention.
but then they're playing to the market, aren't they?
That's why we're having this now, because the locals are actually speaking up and said, you know what, everything we're saying is falling on deaf ears. It's time for you guys to actually hear how your tourism is affecting us as locals.
OK, well, listen, let's take a look at our poll so far. 53% of you so far saying no, we shouldn't boycott Tenerife, while 47% say that we should.
But I think that 53% of people are just saying, well, I'm sorry you don't like us, but we're coming anyway.
Well, what's going to happen, Richard? Those same people will go to another country and we will create the same problem as we're facing with Tenerife now.
That's a good point.
Well, listen, thank you both very much. I have to say we did reach out to the Canary Islands government for a response on this. We haven't heard back yet.
They offered us some chips.